probably have diabetes. I hope not, but I'm killed at every one of these fruit flies. I mean, I hope I don't, but, because I can't worry about that. I'm not going to worry about it. I don't have time to worry about if I have health problems. If I do, well, then, I guess. If you got health problems and you don't know it, well, do I have health problems? Probably, but, I mean, like I said, how do I get this open? Hold on. I'm not a big fan of, how do I get it open? Okay. You know what? When you can't do it, then you use the knife. Well, I mean, I kind of get jittery. I don't know. Maybe that's diabetes or not. Maybe it's just jittery. I don't know. I'm not supposed to know. Well, I'm hungry. That's for sure. And I think I'm overall eating too much food. But that's the only way I feel better is to eat and to eat again. But I don't have my Xanax. So I have to keep trying different things to see if I can kind of feel better. Right now I don't feel that good, but I feel like I'm hungry, like jittery. Okay. But, I mean, it's not bad. Yeah, it's just the thing. It's just, I'll get over it. I just have to. I mean, whatever. It's what it is, I guess. And it's not very pleasant. But, sugar. Um, Hey y'all, this is the day. Thanks for tuning in to Chef Poop Network. I am Chef Poop, and I hope y'all are having a nice day. How you doing today? Hope you're having a nice day today in your neck of the woods. I'm trying to make my breakfast. And I'm going to turn that fan off so y'all can hear me better. Good. Are you having fun? Well, I just, I didn't sleep very good last night because of personal reasons and problems. But, I try to get up every day and say, well, those are personal problems. Social media helps me to not think about problems, to be very honest. Because, to be very, very honest, there's so much I cannot say or do because it has to do with personal business, and you just want to keep that offline anyway. So it actually helps me to go on the live. I mean, realistically, it helps me to go live on my live. Yeah, would y'all like some bacon? And that's my son over there in the corner, Poopy. Isn't he handsome? He's like, leave me out of this. Well, I didn't have any real kids. I wish I would have, but I just didn't want. I'm not going to say why I chose not to have kids. In hindsight, I should have. Probably would have been in another lifetime, I would have had kids. But we only get one life, so I might as well enjoy what I got left and enjoy the fact I don't have kids. Yeah, pretty much. But I think it'd be nice to have kids. Another fan walk in Houston. Well, I don't know anything about soccer, so. But yeah.
What team? Chivas. Yeah, you got red all the way, man. I see. Hey, we know what team. Yeah, freaking job! 2-1, let's go! Is that the score you're calling out? You're calling it 2-1. Who's your favorite player? Number 2, Kusanov. And your favorite player? Of course, Kusanov. Yeah. And your favorite player? My favorite player, all the whole team. Whole team. I call it the whole team. I call it everybody who've been participating being in this World Cup championship.
It's the World Cup live stream of the news, which I'm not really interested in the World Cup, but I mean.
We got some more guests. Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Go El Paso, Texas. El Paso is what it is. All right, they're from Mexico, and then we had some people from San Diego here. First time in Houston? A couple times. A couple times. First time in Houston for you all? How y'all feeling getting back here in Houston? Man, we love it. It's kind of hot, but we love it. Yeah. I know. Y'all are used to it.
Yeah, I mean, I used to live. I almost said, oh, that's stupid. Okay, I'm watching the. All right, y'all want to know what I just almost said? I almost said I used to live in Houston. Well, I did live out of the country in Mexico City for 3 years, and now I'm back in Houston. So I just said, oh, I used to live in Houston, but I do live in Houston now, but I'm not in a nice part, and I'm almost homeless, but I'm not homeless. But I don't have any money, so I decided to crank back up my Chef Pip channel. And then maybe I'll get supporters. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, right? I mean, I don't want to put all my personal business on the internet because, you know. But I would have to have permission from a one person to do that. To do a GoFundMe to get this resolved so things are better in my life. But I have to have one person's permission to do a GoFundMe. So, and I don't have their permission, so I'm just going to be very vague. I'm almost homeless, but I'm not. I'm in a real difficult situation, but am I going to put it out on the internet at this point? Have I done it in the past? Yeah. But you have to make sure, if you're going to like look at Reckless Ben, and I'm very interested in the story, if you're going to put stuff out there about like Reckless Ben did, you're going to get lots of internet sleuths, and you may get, yes, you're going to get donations, but you have to make sure you're on the right side of the card. In other words, you can't have any, if you want the internet to back you with your personal problems, you better tell the truth. And yeah, they're going to be on your side, but they're going to do a little research. And then when they do the research, then you will get money. Reckless Ben has lawyers. He has money coming in. But that's a totally, I don't even know anything about the Lego scandal. I think it's interesting to watch. But yeah, don't put your shit on the YouTube. Unless, in my case, it wouldn't be like, I wouldn't be lying. But I may offend a couple of people. And they may not want me to share their personal business, which going on the internet to talking about something, you better make sure, I mean, you can talk about your life or, you know, I'm constipated, or you can talk about stuff like that. But when you start to involve other people with your personal business, you better make sure you have their permission. Realistically, yeah. I prefer to cook my bacon slower. So, would I tell my personal business on the internet? Not without permission. Because it's in my best interest to consider other people's feelings, and they're also not everybody is comfortable like myself being on social media and being live all day. Other people think that's weird, and that's okay. I mean, it's okay to be weird and it's okay to be different, um, especially if you're supporting yourself. So if you, let's just say I was making money from YouTube and Facebook and all that, but I still realistically, I would not want to involve family or people on my social media because I don't think people realize the power of the internet. And I don't want to say anything rude. But I will say that the internet, if you're doing the right thing and you really don't have money for a lawyer, you're doing the right thing and everything you're saying is true because people will research what you're saying to see if it's real. In that sense, is it wrong to get your personal stuff on the internet? No. Probably realistically, you want to have a neutral YouTube channel like mine about cooking, and you want to just be friendly with people and have a good community. That's it. As far as, you know, there it is right here.
It's base 44. Simple sentence.
So this Reckless Ben saga with the Legos,
Page.
that's a pretty big, that involves a police department, a corporation, the Mormon church. I think it's Mormon. And it's very interesting. But that's what the power of the internet can do. It's going to help Reckless Ben have criminal charges canceled. But if you don't even know about that.
This is the.
I mean, realistically, this is the kind of YouTube channel I want to have. Cooking, silly, chef poop. I'm not a gourmet chef, but I act like one, blah, blah, blah. Talking about the weather and having a nice, positive community. I don't want to put my personal business on the internet. But realistically, if I did that on my Facebook, I have to have permission from a couple people. But if I did it on my Facebook, my personal business, along with theirs, is going to be, not that I'm trying to be mean, but at the same time, I've got to live. And I am in my dad's will. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to say one sentence. I am in my dad's will. And we're going to leave it at that. Because I'm not putting my personal business on the internet. Because if you're going to do that, do I have a legit GoFundMe right now? Yes. But I also don't want to hurt some people's feelings. Not that I would say anything bad about them, but they may not want their name to be all out over the internet. And realistically, maybe I don't mention their names. But the story in and of itself, if somebody looks up my dad's name and they look at the information and they'll say, oh, she does have a GoFundMe case. But I want to make sure it's okay because I'm very popular on my Facebook page. I'm not so popular on YouTube because I was lazy and didn't do it. But on my Facebook account, I can get some traction. I just have to know if that's the right thing or not. Because I don't know. Realistically, I don't want to do GoFundMe and put it out on my personal business. But if I have to do it, I'll do it to get a GoFundMe. Yeah.
This is the document. It was filed on the 15th, I believe. Request to submit for decision. Motion to expedite. Consideration of proposed interveners motion. Gregory C. Belmont. Courtesy of Silly Bell Legal Intelligence. Okay, before we even go one step over, you know about it. The Gregory Belmont filings are basically him trying to advertise his AI tool. He claims he's related to the case because he's a Patreon subscriber and GoFundMe. Okay, I just don't like legal AI tools. Call me a purist, but best of luck to him. Anyway, he's saying that on June 11th, he filed a motion to intervene. He wanted to be the intervener for limited purpose. Also, motion to vacate, dissolve, or modify the TRO, the temporary restraining order. Parte procedural motion.
I have to say, I'm just going to say this, okay? I'm watching the scandal about bricks and minifigs and the Lego thing on the internet, but I don't want nothing to do with it. But I do, realistically, I could do a GoFundMe for myself. I just need to talk to a couple people, or a few people, two people really, whatever, and ask if they have their permission. Because once it goes on the internet, and once I do sit down in the chair, because I am a human being and I do have a chair, and I tell the internet, okay, here's who Rachel really is, and here's my really bad situation, can you help me with advice or money or a lawyer? And I mean, get a GoFundMe started, but there's so many players in this, and I'm like on the verge of being homeless, so I don't want to do this. We're getting a phone call for a prank call. Yeah, I think it's better. Oh no. I'd have to know, because it's going to get, the names are going to all be like, yeah? But I think, realistically, I have enough clout to get this on the internet. I probably don't want to do it this week. And I'm not going to do it if, whatever their names are, I'm not saying any names at this point, because I'm not realistically thinking it's a good idea for me to talk about my personal business on the internet. However, probably need to talk to a lawyer before I did that anyway, but I don't have a lawyer, so I'm not going to talk. I mean, realistically though, I would have to mention names in order to get the internet to back me and get the same money. And I wonder what my dad thinks about it. Probably like, I don't know, check with my daughter. I didn't even know. Yeah.
Samira.
Is this still Tomville? Let me see.
Well, I mean,
Is it still Tomville?
somebody said, am I a poop? Of course I am. How y'all doing today? Sorry, I was paying attention to this, the Lego scandal with Reckless Ben.
Oh.
Ooh, that's not good of mine. Ooh. But I am a poop emoji. How do you like the way I look? I did show my face yesterday, but realistically, I only show my face when I want to because it makes me have stress because I don't look very good.
Okay, I know it does seem redundant, but this is the very next video after the first call. So for me, I want to like put it all through. He's yelling. He's running. Look at him. Galloping. And he's running. Going out there with the cop car. See it? Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay. Whoa. So much stuff just happened. Whoa. Okay, hold on.
I like my
Oh my God. This is crazy. Okay.
I'm not good. How y'all doing today? Thanks for tuning in to Chef Poop Network. Don't be a stranger. You can talk. Truth or dare? Somebody said truth or dare. Dare. Dare.
This is a big deal because he's here, right? The coffee shop.
That's a fun game. Well, when you're a kid, maybe. I don't know. I don't ever hear any adults playing that game unless they're being naughty. I don't know.
Oh my God! Here comes Josh running. He's good. He's good. The cop that had come to join, we just saw him turn around like a bat out of hell. We'll sort this stuff. We see him turn around like a bat out of hell and start racing in the other direction, and you can hear Thomas say, "See if you can get a stop on him." That is huge, because then what ends up happening is the next thing that happens is that rolling stop. The rolling stop, you didn't come to a complete stop. So this cop, this is definitely what I needed to do. This is what I needed to do. Okay, so watch this. He walks up on the house looking for Josh. Let me make it a little bit too long. Slow it a little bit down, just in this first part. A lot happens here. He walks up on the house. Josh is not in the house.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I got a text. I don't get text, but hold on. Oh, there.
Follow this car that's committed no crimes and just follow him and just see if you can figure any way out to stop him. See if you can get a stop. Ooh, this is so good, because I have the police incident report where I believe it was Cole Richardson, one of them who said, "Oh yeah, I was following them, but then I saw no stop sign," which didn't happen. Hold on. Let me make sure I categorize this the right. It's gonna feel probably running. This is so fun.
Okay. Let's see. I gotta make a phone call. I'll be right back.